If you have searched for data entry jobs recently, you have probably also read that AI already replaced them. That is partly true and partly not. In this video, I'll show you exactly what has changed, what part of data entry is actually gone, and what type of work has grown instead. So let's start talking about what data entry work looks like today, because it used to mean that you just had to type some information from documents or forms into, for example, a spreadsheet or system or similar low efforts tasks. And this type of work that is definitely shrinking because AI can now read text from images and documents automatically and handle most of that work. And because of that, entry-level data entry job postings, they have gone down significantly over the last year or two. And that is definitely something to be aware of if you are looking for data entry work. But there is a real type of related task that has actually grown alongside this, and that is AI training work. This is also sometimes called, for example, data labeling, annotation, or RLHF review, meaning reinforcement learning from human feedback, which is basically just a technical way of saying that humans need to check and correct AI output. Because AI systems are not actually finished learning once they are released. They still need real people to check the answers and flag what is wrong. And that work has to be done by a human. And that is the part that has recently grown a lot. And I keep coming across new platforms that offer this type of work. If you are looking for this type of work, there is one thing to be aware of, and that is that there are two main categories of this kind of work. There are the task-based platforms, and then there's actually employment or contract AI training jobs. And the task-based platforms, they are usually platforms you can join and start finding small tasks right away, so it is easier to get started with, but the pay is usually quite low and the work can also be inconsistent and also honestly quite tiring. The other type is actually jobs where you have to apply and go through an application process, and this obviously means it will take longer to get started and there is no guarantee you will get hired, but if you do get hired, the work will usually also pay more and be more consistent. But one thing you need to know before you start, if you are looking for the task-based work, that is that in most cases it takes longer than you would maybe expect to get to the actually paid tasks, because a lot of these task-based platforms, they have some kind of training step first. It can, for example, be small tests or samples you need to pass before you qualify for the task that actually pay. So do not expect to just join and start earning right away, in my experience. The pay can also vary a lot depending on the platform and the tasks, and also depending on the country you live in. Also, some platforms will not pay you at all if the work does not meet their quality criteria or the quality bar. So you should always be critical. You need to read the exact conditions before you start any type of work, so you know what to expect before you start a task. And when it comes to the actual salary, this varies a lot, but for the task-based work, it will only be a bit on the side once in a while, and it can take a lot of patience depending on the exact tasks you are completing. But make sure to do it with the right expectations. As for the employment-based tasks, this entirely depends on the exact job, so I cannot give an exact estimate for this, but you will always know this before you get hired, of course, and sometimes they also even reveal this in the job posting, so you will know what to expect before you spend any time on applying. I also just want to go over a few things to watch out for if you are looking for data entry work, because I have seen job posting myself with pay that is completely unrealistic for how little effort they claim is involved. And I have also seen so-called employers who try to move the conversation off the actual job board and onto something like, for example, Telegram or WhatsApp right away. And that is also a huge red flag you need to be aware of. And if anyone asks you to pay upfront for example, training materials or equipment before you start, then you should usually stay away from it, because there are a lot of legit data entry and AI training tasks, but there are also a lot of scams, so be careful. And if you have tried AI training tasks or data labeling work yourself, I would like to know what your experiences was. Just please leave a comment and share it in the comments below. I read all comments and I also reply to all questions. So to sum it all up, data entry work still exists, but it has changed quite a lot. The manual typing work, that is definitely disappearing, but real human review work to help train AI, that is growing. And now you know what to expect, and that can help you find out if this is for you or not. I do have a list of some platforms where you can get started looking for work like this if that is what you're interested in. So I'll leave a link to that below. And also if you're just in general interested in online side hustles, I will also leave a link below to a list I have of that on my website. So you can check that out. And if this video helped you, also make sure to give it a like, and also make sure to subscribe to my channel so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.